what up, though, man? Y'all know what time it is, man. It is the Bottom of the Bottom podcast. I am Jay Walker the third, and Carolina Dirt 803. We're gonna pop up in a minute. You know, play this fuck up. It is Friday night nights, man. TGIF and all that other good talk, man. We don't work through the week. If you work on the weekend, I'm sorry, my bad. Get a new job. Unless you're making that bread. If you're making that bread, then, you know, do what you're doing and listen to this shit while you're at work. Go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, turn your notifications on, and just fuck with us, man. We just gonna parlay, have a couple drinks, and shoot the shit. Carolina, what's happening?
Man, bro, I'm happy it's Friday, bro. It ain't been a long, rough week, but I'm happy it's Friday. I put TGIF. Shit, pull up, boy. I'm glad it's Friday.
That part of the game. It rained all motherfucking day because they gave us one decently warm spring day, and the next day winter was like, I ain't done with you motherfuckers yet.
Man, I was just saying that the old lady, I ran out right before I left. I said, when the last time it rained all day? It rained all day.
At the same pace. No let up, no nothing.
But you remember that's how that flood happened in 2015? You remember
I said the same shit.
Rain. It was a steady rain. You know,
I said the same shit. Yeah, I mean, it's shit flooding all over the city right now, man. I mean, I don't know, but when I came home at 5 o'clock, shit was all over the place, man. But I'm glad that I don't have to be out there. Glad to be at home. Pour me up a little shot of something and sip on this water because niggas don't drink enough water. Drink some water.
We've said that many times. We need our own bottle of water. We don't advertise water so much.
I mean, first of all, we shouldn't be paying for that shit. Don't get me started on that shit. Then you got water that's not good for you that they sell for money. I don't get that shit.
Yeah, man. By my job, I got a Shell gas station. Somebody said that Shell gas station water, that shit got to come out the tap. They just bottle it up.
Goddamn mop water. That's what that is.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie, like some good I think you put me on smart water. That do got a different taste.
The Under Armour. Not the Under Armour. Whatever. Hold on. I got a bottle of that shit. Hold on. You can keep talking and shit. I can hear y'all.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I had that one, but I had smart water before. In smart water, there's a couple other ones I had that was an off-brand. One of them coming like in a metal canister. That shit dope. Like you keep refilling that shit up.
Body Armor. And I don't want to do no advertising, but the late great Kobe Bryant, he bought into this company and made it what it is. They got sports drinks with flavors and all that other shit, but it's probably one of the best waters, you know what I'm saying? When you can feel the water moving through your system, probably one of the best waters that's out there.
Man, between the water hose water back in the day and that damn 3 o'clock in the morning, you just need a sip of water out the sink.
Okay. I can mention well water now. You can't front on the well water. It got that little sulfur motherfucking smell on it. Yeah, but don't let it be colder than that shit.
Yeah, that sulfur smell be getting to me every time.
Yeah, I drink the fuck out of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink water now.
Well, you know how we do, man. We're gonna do this thing. First call, aka the 6-pack. You know what I'm saying? That's what we calling it now. All the memes that you see on the internet, you know what I'm saying? Which meme do you think would describe you?
Shit.
Or your favorite meme that you use? I'll go with that.
The meme or the GIF, was that the same?
Meme, GIF, all them motherfuckers.
Well, since Joffrey here, I give him credit. He be loving that dad. He think I look like the Samuel Jackson one with the no hair with the missing part.
Black Snake Moan.
Yeah. But my favorite one I use, if you don't know me by now, it's the Leonardo DiCaprio clap. I use that shit probably about 50 times a day.
I ain't gonna lie. For me, I hear so much crazy shit throughout the course of the day and on the internet in general. So mine's is motherfucking a la The Wire, Weebay. But when he be like, that's probably my meme. Because sometimes it ain't worth the argument. Sometimes it just be like, I can't even believe you think the shit that you think.
Now I do use the little fat kid. He probably looked like me when I was young. When he just look at you.
Yeah, with the big eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, that one is that one, and I think I used it on Joffrey a couple of times. I used the what's Buddy from this society?
Oh dog.
No, the
Or
main
Lorenz
character.
Tate.
Huh?
Lorenz Tate, or you talking
No,
about
the main character, Kane.
Kane?
Well, the belly scene. Remember, so I don't like that. I don't
Yeah.
like to eat the banana.
I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
I don't like that shit. Yeah, man. I ain't been look. I'll be cruising through the internet just looking for shit to talk about. Oh no, let's go ahead and finish up the shit. So that was the meme. Um, stranded on a deserted island. What you gotta have with you?
Shit, water.
Three things. Three things that you would take with you on a deserted island.
Three things I would take with me. So I definitely need water. I definitely need bread. Uh, Water, bread, and fire.
That's fair.
Means of making a fire.
I can dig that. If you could be any fictional character, of course we securing ourselves. We don't want to be nobody but us. What's going on with the chat? Y'all get in here, man. Y'all jump in. Y'all participate. Always welcome. Um, but if you could be any fictional character from a TV show or a movie, who would it be?
Shit, we done said motherfucker Jack Bauer. I'm talking about his ass this week.
Jack Bauer.
Jack motherfucking Bauer.
Jack Bauer's a good one. Jack Bauer's a good one.
He had a
I
few
don't,
fights with Jack motherfucking Bauer.
I don't need that kind of action. I don't need that kind of action. Oh, that was my three. I'm over here about to answer the question.
Chris just said, who the hell is Parker Lewis?
Parker Lewis can't lose, cuz. One of the original OG cool ass white boys. It was a Fox show. Always had on some dope gear. It was the Swatch phase where Swatch was going crazy. Parker Lewis can't lose, cuz. Y'all look into Parker Lewis can't lose. Parker Lewis was the evolution of like, if Zach Morris was gonna be really cool, he would have grew up to be Parker Lewis.
Man, I guess my alter ego also, not alter ego, my alternate probably been Buddy from All American. I like All American just from playing football in high school.
Yeah,
I think Buddy was cool.
For sure. That was my three.
He said he never lost every episode. He pulled it off.
That's the name of the show. Parker Lewis can't lose.
What was the best music platform back in the day as far as on TV?
It depends. See, I done been through all of them. So even just to be real, I'm gonna say Rap City the Basement. But on some perv shit, definitely Uncut.
Definitely Uncut.
Yo MTV Raps was dope, but they didn't always have the performances. Ed Lover and Dr. Dre was very, very influential, and I was with that shit. But it wasn't nothing like tuning into the basement, and you knew it was gonna be a guest, and you knew they was gonna get in the booth.
Your favorite hospital TV show?
I got on ER late, but probably my favorite, it was this show called The Night Shift.
I ain't got into that. I said I'm gonna check it out.
Night Shift was gangster because like there was doctors that was close to like a military
I
installation,
did see
and
that. All right, I did see that. Yeah, that one.
yeah,
Yeah,
a
that
lot
one.
of the doctors was like combat medics and shit like that.
Yeah, I did like that one. I did
But
like that.
but House is a motherfucker. Cause
I don't think I watched House. I ain't watched House. I ain't watched Hawthorne. I ain't watched Chicago Med.
a
I
lot of the
watched.
ladies would say Grey's Anatomy, and I
Yeah,
got on Grey's Anatomy for a good little minute, but it just got to be too goddamn sappy. Cause
I had like Royal Pains. I like Royal Pains. Royal
Roll
Pains
Pains
turned.
was dope.
Yeah, yeah. My last one, because it's Friday, we drinking. Give me your 3 favorite crunk songs.
Three
Because
favorite crunk songs.
the version people think what they say is crunk now ain't what crunk was back in the day. So I think they blurring the line, the definition of crunk music.
Mm. B.I.B.I.
Ooh, definitely. Definitely.
B.I.B.I. Never Scared, just
Definitely. Most
because
definitely.
all the verses on Never Scared was crazy. And do I go back to Lil Jon? What was Scrappy first shit? Headbusters?
Headbuster was first one.
Headbusters. He had some other shit after that. Them the three I could think of right now.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
But B.I.B.I.
B.I.B. is definitely up there.
You got to put your back on the wall.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, Trillville. Joffrey talked about Trillville. It was little because Trillville and Little Scrappy, they both had albums, but some of the same songs crossed over.
What was the Trillville Scrappy shit?
Uh, in the cafeteria. Shit.
That's the one I'm talking about, not Headbusters.
Well, they had Nothing If You Buck, and then they had Get on My Level.
Get on my level. Get on my level. Yeah.
I remember Who You With. Who You With? Get crunk. Who You With? Who You With? Yeah, man.
That was when I started being like, hey man, y'all want to play cards? I don't, I don't want to go to the club no more. Y'all want to play cards, cuz?
Yeah. Throw your signs. Oh, you remember? Oh, what they had? Throw your 3-6.
Put your hood up.
No, Lil Jon had put your hood up. 3-6 had throw your signs in his face.
Yeah.
Signs in his face.
All that shit, tear the club up, man. It got to be a little crazy, cuz. Got to be a little crazy.
Yeah, I don't think these dudes with these tight pants understand, back in the day.
Nah, real shit. Man, motherfuckers ain't really fought in so long.
That was my shit right there, though. That Pastor Troy we ready when Pastor Troy come on that bitch. That bitch ride off, but yeah, we ready.
And Archie.
Oh yeah.
You know, the crunk era was something special, man. You had to be there to know about it. Like, if your kids knew about the crunk era for real, they probably wouldn't fuck with you.
They probably would. You gotta think. Do these kids understand? Motherfuckers used to get dressed with their best clothes on to go whoop somebody's ass or
To
get their ass
go
whooped.
pop the trunk, get dirty. We about to fight, shoot, and skirt out the parking lot. All in one night.
All in one and end up at the Waffle
Between 11:30 and 4:30 in the morning. You might do all that shit.
You can make a movie back then in one night.
For sure. For sure. For sure. That was 3?
Yeah, that was 3. Chris said hard to explain. Hey, your dad used to go to the club just to fight.
Bruh.
Oh, that was another one. Patrick Troy came to the club just to fight.
Just to fight. Yeah. Bruh, we was retarded as fuck. That was the beginning. That was probably the beginning of the end. Yeah. That was the beginning of the end of civilization.
Yeah. Good times. Good times.
Yeah, I mean, we survived it, so you got that right. And God bless the ones who did.
Yeah.
Man, look. You know, that go ahead and give me preface into the difference in what we think is dangerous and what white folks think is dangerous. Because I be cruising the internet, man, and I just be seeing some shit like, "It's no way you could get me to do this."
Babe, look at them freaking teeth. Oh my. Babe, it's too dangerous. Don't be doing that. Babe, let him.
Are you gonna help the shark get back to the water?
Get the fuck out of here. I will not.
I love nature like everybody else love nature. It's just certain shit I'm not gonna do. That shark would have died. We'd have had shark steak.
Yeah, Shatara was asking what you were saying, so she couldn't see you.
Oh no, I didn't realize I was on mute. But yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, what are you doing? You on the beach chilling, having a good time. You look down, you see a shark beached itself. It's no fucking way.
There's no way. There's no way.
Them white folks jump right in there with their capes on, cuz, and grab that motherfucker.
Well, you know what they say. They say sharks only dangerous if they smell the blood.
Nah, shark dangerous as long as that motherfucker near me. Shark dangerous in the movies, cuz I turn my neck when I watch Jaws.
Yeah, Jaws wasn't nothing to fuck with.
Jaws, Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah.
I'm straight, cuz. I'm straight.
Like, I ain't gonna lie. If you had the money, would you purchase a shark, though?
No. For what?
Not a big one. Not a big one. Like, you just got one of them, like, wall.
You got a nice aquarium?
Yeah.
No, man. I'm not trapping no shark. I might put some little tropical fish in there, but I feel like we be doing too much as humans. Let that shit be. Let certain shit be where it's at.
Well, a shark is considered a dinosaur, ain't it?
The shark is considered a shark.
I thought it was considered a dinosaur. Just like alligator, crocodile considered.
They say the megalodon, which is Jason Statham movie.
Yeah.
They say the megalodon been around as long as the dinosaurs.
So anybody? So that's real.
No, megalodon was a real thing.
Oh, I didn't know that shit was real. I thought that shit was the movie.
Now,
I ain't gonna be that far out in the ocean anyway.
No shit. And then, like, the ocean is vast and dark than a motherfucker. So just because you ain't seen one don't mean it ain't out there.
That's what I say. Between that and on my TikTok, them what's that shit? The North Ocean seas, the most dangerous seas. Them waves be crashed.
Right. Now I be watching them videos too, like the tsunami videos, and you see that water rush out, and you just, bruh. I'm glad we live in Colombia. We can get, far away from like a major tsunami.
One snapping turtle.
I know I'm not grabbing no shark to put it back in the water. That shark. God bless him. God bless him. You fucked up that day.
Shit, I'm barely helping any animal. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm barely helping any animal. Because a lot of times it be the dangerous animals that be caught up into some shit anyway.
Yeah. That's true.
I seen they had these two white dudes. They was out on some like Yellowstone out in the pasture, and a deer got caught up into the barbed wire.
Oh no, that goddamn bull moose. I think I know what you're talking about.
No, I didn't see that one. I saw a deer. It was a deer.
It's in barbed wire. This one was trapped in like a little mud puddle.
You trying to help them, man, but them boys, the damn king trying to get free.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
I see, all kind of crazy shit. That, like I say, you see a certain culture of people that be. How the fuck you ain't realize you got a baby fucking panther?
Yeah. Oh, I seen that one.
Yeah, You raised a goddamn bobcat. Like, I'll never know what that is.
You talking about the one in Russia? They got a Rottweiler and a Panther.
And a panther. Yeah.
Yeah, the Rottweiler and the Panther. I seen that one. And then there's some people look like I ain't gonna say it look like they might, I don't know where they at. It's a cat, but it's like it looked like a real cat, but it's huge. It's not like a panther cat, but I don't know what you call it, but they raise that shit in the house.
A puma.
That's like what it is?
A puma or a mountain lion.
You about to say
I can't remember the name. They European too.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'll never know what that is, cuz I'm probably not gonna unloose a goddamn pit bull. I had to look at that pit bull for at least an hour.
Speaking of that, I told this dude the same thing you been saying. So this dude, you know, people come around talking about get your solar panels and all this other shit. Some young Latino looking dude. He looked dirty. So I'm thinking he just walking around the neighborhood. He was looking dirty, bro. To try to sell some shit, you look dirty.
True.
To try to sell what he said. Now, if you going around saying, "Hey, I'm cutting grass," or I'm redoing roofs and shit like that, that's different. But you trying to say you out here selling panels, you ain't got no business card, but you got your cell phone. But I let my dog out to use the bathroom, and he was like, he came across, he was like, hey, excuse me, sir. And I looked up, he was like, does he bite? I said, hey man, don't never ask somebody if they dog bite. Just assume the dog bite.
For sure.
And you walking towards my yard, so I hope he do bite you. And I don't want to hear the bullshit, but yeah, don't ask nobody if they dog bite. Last week, I went to a business for work, and I had to stop by this dude's place to pick up something, and he had his dog out. And when I walked up, he was showing me the dog, but the ears picked up. I said, hey bro, I ain't scared of dogs, but I ain't about to touch your dog.
Right, he ain't gelling with me right now.
Yeah, and it was one of them dogs that the cop used. It wasn't no German Shepherd. They got it's another name they call them dogs that look like that. The ears perked up when I showed up, so I'm good.
The Belgian Malinois,
whatever it is, and it was a female. I don't care what people say. I think female dogs are a little more aggressive than male dogs.
Yeah. I remember my homeboy had a goddamn. But look, this life be funny, man. We got to get on. We got to get. I got to get on this script writing because I definitely will put that in there. Old thug ass nigga from the hood, from the streets, from the block, with a chihuahua named Buttons. And that little chihuahua, bro, that little bit was mean as a. When I tell you this little chihuahua was mean as a motherfucker, cuz hell nah. When you see the dude, you be like, he might have a little pocket pit. He might have, or he might even have a little mutt. You don't know what the fuck it is. But a chihuahua named Buttons, that shit don't go together, cuz.
Now, my partner, he had that Rottweiler with that little chihuahua. He first time I saw it, I said, bro, I told you ain't got no chihuahua. He's like, nah, that ain't mine. This is my dog over here. But I understand. People say them chihuahuas, they the instigators. Anybody step foot in the house, they the first ones to book. You got to have something else bigger with some weight to it.
Yeah, I mean, your best home protection dog is probably that little bullshit motherfucker that won't stop barking. If you are trying to protect your home, a couple things you should have. You should have a little dog that don't sleep.
Yeah.
You should have a big dog that'll eat the little dog, and you should have a shotgun. If you got those three things, you might be all right.
I mean, even a non-aggressive dog would at least bark if somebody outside your residence.
Right.
So people, if you don't want a weapon, get an animal.
Hey, look, straight up, I definitely done got my Melvin on walking around the house butt naked, peeking out the blinds because my dog going stupid at 2:00 in the fucking morning.
When one of my famous stories, I had just got my gun, and My dog going ham at 2 o'clock in the morning. Old lady was like, hey, somebody outside. I ain't nobody outside. And I jumped up and I saw a shadow. I ran back, got my pistol. I came to the door. He was like, hey, bro, so-and-so live here. I said, hey, nah, partner. Don't nobody live here. I damn sure had my gun behind my back, and I had the dog at the door. And nah, bro, you got the wrong house.
He said, "No, don't nobody live here."
Not by that name. Hey, bro, I think
No, don't nobody live here. That's what I'm gonna start using.
Hey, bro, I
hey, such live here. Don't nobody live here.
Man, I was at the window like Malcolm X in the famous picture with him at the window with the gun. Bro, I stood there for like the next hour, bro. That shit fucked me up.
You got to do casual shit with the pow to let motherfuckers know you ain't right. You gotta wipe your nose with it. Who you looking for?
Yeah, my shit was like my whole language that changed. Nah, partner, ain't nobody. Hey, I don't know that name, partner.
That's what I'm gonna start saying from now on. Don't nobody live here. I'm a figment of your imagination, or the last thing you ever gonna see. Either way, get the fuck home.
Get the upper
That shit crazy, man. I got another video, man. This some shit to kind of draw conversation, man. I'm gonna go ahead and put it up.
Let's look at the year. How many months are there in a year? 12. Exactly. How many weeks are there in a year? 52. Good. However, 12 months, well, 12 times 4 is 48. And 52 minus 4 is 48. Doesn't take a genius to work out we've got 4 extra weeks. And what do 4 weeks make? A month. There are actually 13 months in a year. We are being paid for 12 months' work, and we are doing 13 months' work a year.
Bruh.
Never thought about it.
So, I work with Ethiopia, and they do it by a different calendar. And then I hear other people saying they on this new calendar. January ain't the new year. Some people saying March. Some people saying April. I don't know, but the Ethiopians said they push it back. So they were saying, I think she said it was 13 months in the year by the way they go by it. So I heard that. I think December.
That's it. I mean, you hear it just because if you do the math, you know, like you said, a month is 4 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. But if you think about it, 4 weeks is 28 days.
Yeah, 7 times 4.
Okay. So is a month 28 days or is it 30 and 31 days?
I think it's whatever the fuck they wanted it to be. Because they gave February was Black History Month 28 days.
Yeah, I'm starting to detest shit like that. I'm starting to detest Black History Month. I don't know how I feel about Juneteenth, man. You know, say what you will, pro-Black people. These are some weird dynamics that we be celebrating.
It is. That's G-Stat right there. I agree with you. That's what I heard also.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, but it's all. I think it's all about the time and timetables. They want to put a time on something, even if it's not a digital clock. They just want to put a time on something, as far as past, present, and future. I saw Ken Washington, our cousin. He's been on our show before. He said this year he don't want nobody to wish him a happy birthday because it's a pagan holiday, it's a pagan thing, which I totally understand. And I seen comments under it, and one person said, if anything, celebrate your birthday because you know that's just something, that's a blessing because a lot of people don't get it. And I totally understand where he coming from, but I will celebrate my time on this earth.
It's certain rituals, if you think about it, you know, anything that you do over and over again is a ritual. So that's where the pagan shit come from. The artist, Prince didn't celebrate birthdays. Prince didn't tell motherfuckers how old he was or none of that shit. I mean, even though you can find the information, you know what I'm saying? But time is really the weapon that they use against us. If you think about it,
It definitely is. It definitely is. Shit, I hate when they be giving convicts months instead of years. You be like, man, you got 944 months. You be like, oh, judge. And most cats don't even know how many years.
Shit, you gotta figure like this. What you do know? Go by what you know. They finance a car for used to be 60 months, now it's 72 months.
No, it's longer than that.
It could be longer than that. So
it is. It is. If you add another 12, let's say 84, you can get it for 84 months.
Okay, so 84 months, which is what? 6 years? 7 years.
7 years.
So if a motherfucker tell you we giving your ass 999 months, stop fucking with me, cuz you just gave me death.
You just gave man, I remember Pops, you know, what his profession was. He said they was in court one day and the judge told the dude, he said, how many trees you see outside? That's how many years he gave him.
Yeah, you an asshole, Judge. It should have dove on his motherfucking ass.
But then there was another
depending on the crime.
But then there was another dude. He asked him how far can he crawl or walk, and that's what the judge gave him.
Hey, I'm gonna invoke my right to remain fucking silent. Don't say no stupid shit like that to me, cuz.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what they be doing though.
But also, again, I'm probably not gonna do a crime that, you know, will give me that much time. Not intentionally. You feel me?
There you go. Hey, what up, Parlay by Chrissy? Hey, if y'all need some dope wine by black businesswoman, small business woman, Parlay by Chrissy got some dope wine. We've had it before. She's been
Palare.
Man, my bad. She knows all love.
It is love, but let's also say it right. Palare.
I know what I can say, and I know what I can't say. I've been fucking up since I met her. I'm gonna keep fucking up because it don't come out right.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'm here for you and with you.
Well, she has some dope wine. They do. You can't get it shipped in, but she has a great brand in wine.
Absolutely, and if you local to the Charlotte area, they got it in a few stores. If you want to drop the store locations in the comments, Chrissy, just in case somebody is visiting and they want to pick up a bottle because they heard it here on the bottom of the bottle, that would be super dope.
She said, thanks, Jay. I'm the one that put the plug in. I might have said it wrong, but she said, thanks, Jay. I was trying to get that bitch out, you know.
Right.
But she did put one of your quotes. This is before we did that. That was one of your quotes you always say that she put. You don't get time back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's the most, bruh. I don't know if we should measure it or not, but I know for certain it's the most valuable thing you got. Everybody got somebody that they wish was here.
Yeah. Hey, Parlay. I mean, Chrissy got down. If you're available, since you in the group chat tonight, if you are available, send me a private message so I can send you a link because I want to get a woman's perspective on one of my questions before we close out later on in the show.
Okay.
That's later on. But yeah, everything is a number. That's what I should have said. It shouldn't be time. It should be also a number. A numerical number is what our life is. You know, one of the dopest movies was Justin Timberlake. It's In Due Time, where there's no currency, and it's about life. Time. The time you have living. So there's no currency. Everything is traded by time. So when you work, they don't give you money. They give you time on your life. When the bartering system, I give Woodworks. I give you a desk and you paint it for me, and my payment is time. Chrissy, you give me wine, I give you time. But when your time run out, you die. That is a dope movie.
It was a dope movie. Yeah. You gonna make me look for that motherfucker. I ain't seen that in a minute. But yeah, I mean, when you think about it, it's certain cultures that understand that this entire life is built on numbers. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're not good at math, you doing math all fucking day long. Look at your professional athletes. That is math. The trajectory, the speed, everything in life is based on numbers. You feel me? But numbers are also infinite. So you go back to, is there really such a thing as time? Are there 24 hours in the day? Is it just 365 days in a year? Are there 12 months? Are there 13 months? It's a lot of questions out there if you open-minded enough to want to know the answer.
Yeah, but you can't. How can you finish if you don't know when you start, and you can't start if there's no finish? I guess you can't start, there's no finish.
I mean, not to be too morbid, there's only one finish. When you can't do
there's
nothing else. There's only one finish. And even with that, we don't know what happens.
We don't know what happens. We don't know what happens. But I don't know. Everything's numerical. You know, everything goes by back to pi. They said 3.14 you learn the math. That's we don't want to get too deep, but it carries into everything. I don't know how that number's in everything, but they said that number's in everything.
There was a show back in the day called Numbers.
Yeah, I remember. I never watched it.
Yeah, Numbers was pretty decent. It ain't nothing that, you gotta, if you watch, 1, 2, 10 episodes, you pretty much get it. But they were using mathematics to understand, crime and criminals and criminal behavior and just crazy shit that might happen. You feel me? So I think that's.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I just think that that's enough. I think we gave people something to ponder on with that conversation. In the way of numbers, you was about to say something else about it.
No, I was about to. Well, what I was going to say was, once again, we always laugh and joke, but a lot of times we do have these deep conversations. Most of the time, actually, it's before we go live or after we go live.
Yeah.
When the smoke fills the air and the liquor seeps into your soul.
Yeah, it's easier to have the conversation when you're not in the confines of, I don't. You got to have some type of constraint, some type of border. But even Orlando Brown,
yeah,
even he say two things right in a day. You feel me? Even when it seemed like nothing that he say is based in any logic. You got to give people the respect of not understanding how they mind work, I guess. Sometimes it's a conversation that you can have. Sometimes it's just a conversation you can listen to. Sometimes it's a conversation you don't even want to hear. But ain't no need to be disrespectful.
Yeah, do you think, because I was listening to Carlos today, Carlos Miller, and he was saying it's sad that we get our news from social media. Do you think because of podcasting, people promote their opinions more than they promote the facts?
No question. No question. I heard a motherfucker say it's not human to drink water. Bruh, I ain't never wanted to. I just said the thing about being disrespectful. But sometimes you reach it. So that's one of them conversations that I would have to walk off of. But for you to say, in order for you to drink water, you can't use cups and stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, animals drink water. That's why they got the elongated necks. And you gotta get down on all fours like a dog and lap it up. No, I don't. I got a goddamn tongue. I got thumbs. What you mean?
Yeah.
But either way.
You see what HD just put. We've
What
been
about
talking
the water?
about water. We've been talking about water. He said, "Nah, you missing it." He said, "You missing it."
Oh, I mean, well, shit. Come on, tell me what I missed. Jump on if you got time. Yeah, I mean, when you look at, I do a lot of podcasts in the way of
He said,
educating myself
he
and
said,
entertainment.
he said inside mess up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm drinking because I had a long week, uh, all kind of shit. But in terms, like, I take in a lot of different podcasts, sports podcasts, um, animal podcasts, political podcasts. Um, you can certainly, if you have a certain education level, you can discern which podcasts are strictly for entertainment, even though they act like they in an educational capacity, or some shit just bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I, of course, don't indulge in a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, I try not to. I ain't gonna lie. I can sit through a podcast. I can't sit through bullshit. So wherever I click in and it starts the bullshit, I ain't gonna lie, I get out. I
Oh,
was in somebody's podcast that we know that been on our show. I can't remember exactly who it was though. And when I clicked on, this dude was on a rant that didn't make fucking sense when the rant was going. And by everybody's facial expression, his rant wasn't justified. Matter of fact, it was Be Love.
okay.
Be Love. The guy's rant wasn't justified for the conversation either. And then I'm the type of person, if I just hear too much cursing, I just feel like you're not getting your point across.
Drop the link for HD. Okay.
And I think I stayed on for about 10 minutes, and then I got out, and then I end up hitting her offline and was like, "What the hell was that about?" I said, "That shit threw me off." And she said, "Exactly, they kicked him out the group or off the live." But people gotta understand, you gotta be able to articulate yourself, and I'm glad I got that shit out on my fourth drink. But you gotta be able to articulate yourself.
Yeah. Being able to deliver your message, even a message that what people fail to realize sometimes when they come into this public speaking arena is just because you understand something don't mean that the people around you understand it the way you understand it.
Yeah.
So govern yourself accordingly, like they say on Sunday.
Yeah. Hey, real quick before G-Stack get in. Hey, Chris, if you still in here, I sent you the link. Let me know if you can get in for my last question before we get out of here. I mean, we got some time though. What up, G-Stack? AKA HD, AKA Joseph, HKA 49er, AKA 49er Bang Bang Lose Lose, AKA.
That's what you talking about, nigga. You talking about, nigga? What you talking about, nigga? What? You see that? I mailed that thing to Eric Davis. He sent it back with an autograph.
Well, my bad. My last one. AKA Junior Daddy. There we go. That's my last one.
Man, listen. Well, we gotta have a whole nother conversation about that.
Hey, bro, real quick before you get into it, people don't know. If you don't know, follow Woodworks by God dog, Woodworks by Joffrey. I'm gonna call him nigga Joffrey. Daddy call him Joffrey. Daddy ain't probably call him Joffrey, but I'm gonna call him Joffrey. He got some good dope woodwork that y'all can get from him. He ships. You can purchase it. You can come up with your own ideas. He probably can work with you. There you go. He got a logo right there.
Man, the mini hats.
But that one story, we gotta have you on for that one story later on about the King Griffith. It was the King Griffiths.
Oh yeah, no. We can talk about that.
We can talk about that later.
This is my Debo hat. Hat.
Take the hat off, man. We got people here. We want to hear what you got to say about
autograph by Debo. Anyhow, but yeah, I'm gonna put this one back on. So dig. So the water thing, real quick. I don't want to talk. Me and my cousin literally just got on the phone talking about it. So what I got from what he was saying was not that we're not supposed to drink water, but that like there's other sources that we would like. We're more designed to get water from other sources, more like fruits and like trees. Tapping into more. Like we're not designed to get down on our hands and knees. And he's not talking like from like today, of course, because we got cups and advancement. But talking about from more of an original time, it would make more sense that like animals are more designed to get food and forage, in their habitat. For us, like, it really wasn't a thing. So when I went looking, because I thought it was kind of a wild thing to say too.
Okay.
And when I went looking, because one thing about it, like if I see something that is intriguing, but I at least research to see if he fully or he talking. And his point makes sense. I think the way he delivered it make people like, because he kind of saying you're not supposed to drink water. What he's saying, we're supposed to eat water. So like watermelons, coconuts, stuff like that. But we understand too that coconuts don't grow everywhere. Watermelons grow certain places. But what was wild was that places outside of Africa that don't have those abundant food sources or water source like that, like their earlier cups were wild things like skulls. So the earliest cup, when I went looking for cups, because like, okay, if we ain't supposed to be like drinking water, like how long have we been using cups? Because that's why to me, that made sense to know when cups started. And one of the earliest cups found is a skull. So that's more of a primitive thing, but that's outside of Africa. Africa, you don't really find cups like that.
No, that sounds like what's that shit called? Being smart. You don't put so much in your hand.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, right. So you would think put it in your hand, right? And that makes sense too. But I'm just saying, like, you got people like in certain areas you can get water from not out of a stream all the time. But me and my cousin went into it deep, and he made some good points about where there's holes in it. And it made sense. Like, water not being accessible to everybody everywhere. And we got all the way back to what I don't want to get as deep as me and Cuz guy because we really was dissecting it. But I just think the buddy point was that there were other sources and other ways for us to consume, like to be hydrated and not just like literally getting down and drinking water like animals.
So let me ask you this: do you think they was constipated back in the day?
So this thing, I think our bodies reacted to things way different because it's so much different. So this is the thing, like we gotta really think about it, how far off of our original diet that we really are.
Agree. I agree.
Like we're super off our, like a lot of things that we find normal to do and eat and all that really ain't. Yeah. We just
Out of habit, out of ritual.
Out of ritual. I mean, we love parts of the pig that we definitely ain't supposed to be eating.
For sure.
Because of how we condition. Like we like grits and stuff like that. That's really bad for us. We
love me some grits.
Tons of sugar. I mean,
want some grits right now.
Right. I mean, as a diabetic, I'm gonna tell you, grits ain't good for you. It was wild. I hate that.
Yeah, it ain't. Yeah, I know it ain't, but that should be good. And it lasts long.
But
and it's cheap.
As a diabetic, I'm gonna tell you, I still eat grits.
In a real way. But no, I guess I would have to go back and consume more of it, but just based on, and that's a lot of the things that we do. We take that bite-sized sample and we draw our conclusion. But what I would say is, especially in Africa, this is a land that while it is very much flourishing with libation and plants and natural springs and shit, there are places that shit is desolate. And there are people that live in those desolate areas. So there is no other way you have to have water.
Right.
You feel me? So of course it wouldn't take long for the invention of a bowl or a cup or a bag or something that you would use to get water to those desolate areas.
Right.
And I would say, like my brother said, like people in Mexico, they not drinking the same water as people in Africa, and you ain't about to eat the same fruits in Brazil or the rainforest compared to Arizona.
So remember these things, and what y'all saying, I get it, right? But we, in a sense, you're thinking from a past the point that he's thinking, right? So he's thinking like how we were designed. So he's talking from the beginning, how we were designed. So like, yes, we got to evolve to the cups, but that's when we get away from our natural habitat.
So it's not the water; it's the way we intake it.
Consume
So,
it.
so
Yeah.
right, the way we intaking it. So if we saying from a Garden of Eden standpoint, right, a day one type thing, then there's more fruits and vegetables and stuff for us to stay hydrated.
Yeah.
To where water is a thing, but it's, but when we start moving out, when somebody eat an apple and guys say, y'all gotta go now, y'all gotta go figure that out there, and you get to roaming and wonder, you like, boy,
Yeah, I need something.
now
Ain't no apples out here.
ain't so it's different. So and we develop different things. Now them same people end up in Mexico, and they had to live a different way, but they learn from an original way, and when they get over there, they just find the parallel.
You know why?
It's survival.
They Aztec warriors.
Well, this thing, I just saw something that said that the Aztecs.
I was just messing.
But I'm just saying, I just saw something the other day that was showing where the Aztecs said that they found those pyramids and stuff. They didn't build them.
Right. The statues with the big lips and the wide noses.
Yeah, they said all that stuff was there. So that was my point, was what I was saying too, as far as getting away. Like when you mentioned Mexico. Like reality is, it becomes a deeper conversation, really.
It does. I was referring to, like, if we go to Mexico, we're not supposed to drink their water.
Oh yeah, now.
Oh yeah, of all the places, even third world countries, that is the first one they always say, do not drink Mexico's water.
Right.
So
that could also be, and I ain't gonna try it, but that could also be propaganda. The one thing that we talked about with evolution, like I was just having a conversation with a coworker about allergies. Human beings are getting more allergic to shit because of our conditioning. Because you're not allergic to grass because you're allergic to grass. You're allergic to grass because you don't never touch the shit.
Well, because you said that, what's his name was on Dr. Phil was on the Breakfast Club.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good interview. It was a good episode. It was a good show, whatever you want to call it.
The old one or something recent?
It's recent. This happened this week. It's Dr. Phil. Is it Dr. Phil? Yeah, Dr. Phil. It was a good one. He was talking about, because he's going to the borders, see the people coming over the border. But he was just writing a book. Hey, Chrissy. Hey, let me get this out. We're going to get to my question.
All right.
So he was saying, because of COVID, and my brother's mentioned this also, he said all the people that was super scared of COVID and wiping everything down, their immune systems went down. And for the kids, those kids' immune system went down. He was like, certain things we got to fight for. He was talking about figuratively and physically, that especially during that time, that the kids should have been, when you taking care of Junior, you don't want him to see nothing bad. You don't want him to be nothing, like certain things like that. He needs to experience to help him. And he used COVID as one of those things where all these parents wiping down, taking all these germs. Some of them germs are good, just like some of the bacteria in your system is actually good for you.
Yes.
Sometimes I get
correct. That's what you need. You need to get those bacteria in the body for survival. Yeah. Back in the Bible, it was explained how you would take the saliva from the oldest child and wipe it in the mouth of the youngest children. That was the way of how they would basically vaccine each other for getting sicknesses or to get well, by sharing the saliva.
That makes sense. You got a daughter. You used to chew your food for your daughter when she was young. I mean, that makes
absolutely.
Some people think that stuff is nasty now, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, you got people that ain't washing for weeks at a time.
That's true. I don't like that.
Famous rich people.
That's another problem.
Right. It's a whole nother issue.
That's weird. That's weird. G-State, you listen? I'm about to ask my question.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry y'all can't see me. I am sick and in the bed, but I'm here.
Well, God bless you. I hope you feel better soon.
Thank you. Right. Thank you.
So Wednesday, I was on the road to Charleston, and I was listening to one of those morning shows, but it was a white radio station. So The thing is, the question or what I'm about to present is, they were taking radio calls and they were talking about emergency money. So a lady calls in and says she's been married to this guy. I forgot how many years they've been married. Wasn't long, but wasn't short. He made mid six figures a year. He got hurt on the job and lost the case, so he lost his job. He's working 2 jobs plus ride share. She's a stay-at-home mom. Her mother said you should always have emergency money when she got married. He was giving her, before he lost his job, $1,000 a week.
And he made more than $50,000 a year.
No, he made, she said mid-100. Mid-6.
Oh.
I'm saying mid-6. He made mid-6. He was giving her $1,000 a week.
Okay.
Plus whatever miscellaneous shit she needed. He
600,
loses, huh?
600K.
Yeah.
Okay.
She just said, yeah. So he lost his job. They went on hard times. He doing ride share, working 2 jobs, doing all this stuff to make ends meet. She said she wanted to get a job. He said, no, I'm the man in the house, whatever, I'm gonna make it work. Mentally, he break down. She got 50 G's saved up in the emergency fund. She tell him, he snap, leave the house. She tell her mom said, that's why you're supposed to have emergency money. Now, another caller calls in. This lady, same thing. She only got like 3,000 saved up. So a man calls in. Said he had a first wife. He started saving when he was 21. Had a first wife. They got divorced. He still had money going in the account. He on his second wife. They just got married. He got 100 G's saved up that he don't know if he want to tell her.
This is somebody you married?
The last dude with the 100K, he on his second wife. He just got married to his second wife. He said he don't feel comfortable enough to tell her because of what his first wife put him through.
But you shouldn't have got married. You should have just kept.
Right, but scratch that. We going to the lady. My question is for the lady at the very beginning. Her man working 2 jobs. He mentally broke. He physically broke. He went from making a mid-6 to working 2 jobs and doing ride share.
And he got mad with her because she saved the money. That's what she really was supposed to do.
But she saved the money for her. She didn't save the money for the family.
that's the foul part.
Yeah, that's the bad part.
So when she told him everything. I saved the money because I got 50,000. Like, how the hell you get 50,000? But her mom told her that's what the money's for.
When she says she got 50,000, understand this from a woman's mindset. She has more than 50,000. She has 50,000 that she's giving him knowledge of. She can very well have 100,000. A woman is never going to tell you all that she has because we have been taught that men will spend it all. We have been taught as women to always keep something hidden for yourself. So that 50,000 is just what she allowed him to know about. She probably had another 50 someplace else for herself.
Chrissy, it's time for you to go. God, no, you the fuck.
That was rather eye-opening.
So this is my thing, though.
Now I might get put out of the community of women for telling this, but that is the real of it. My grandmother always taught me if she had 20, my grandfather knew she had 10. She would give me 2. Might give somebody else 1 and keep the rest for herself.
But
if granddaddy,
because that's a woman. She gave granddaddy $10. He gonna have to figure it out because guess what? She got to feed the grandkids, the kids, herself. Got to pay a bill. Got to do everything else to figure out a way. So a woman's makeup is to always maneuver. We're always maneuvering. That's his money.
He working for it.
Hey,
he is working to provide. he's working to provide. So you give a woman a house, she makes it a home. You give her $10, she makes it 20.
Hold on though.
We are multipliers.
Just feel me this. This man is making $600K. He's giving her 1,000, right?
A week.
That's right.
A week. Hold on,
That's
week.
right.
And making sure she's good everywhere else in life where she doesn't
That's
have to work. He goes broke and she don't pay no bills to help him till he get back to where he can give her.
No. Well, in the story, we didn't say that. He said that she told him that she had 50 saved away.
For herself.
That's all.
For herself.
Which is wrong. Well, like I said, that 50
and lost his mind trying to get back on his feet, and she sat on 50K.
But she asked to go back to work.
Crazy.
Did he not tell that woman that she could go back to work?
She was already mentally crazy, and he went with her.
But Chrissy, she said to go back to work. She didn't.
She was ready to go back to work.
But she didn't say she had the 50K.
And like I told you, she had more than 50K. She only telling him what she was willing to lose. She didn't tell him what she really had. A woman's only going to tell you what she really willing to lose. You say that again.
She didn't tell him till he lost his mind though.
He lost his mind till there was no other option. Because you're allowing the man to be what he said he is, the provider, until there's no other option. When there's no other option, then you lay the cards on the table. And again, she had more than 50.
On the same team. That's why we got to go 50-50 right there.
Is it worth, because she said he a good father, he a good husband. Is it worth losing that relationship? Because how you expect a man to bounce back from that?
No, it's not worth it. But to know that it's not worth for her to keep it for herself. Like I said before, she, to me, and I'm speaking as a woman, she told him that she had 50 because she was willing to give up that 50. That doesn't mean that's all she had.
Couldn't have been, because that was barely.
That's not all she had. That was just all she was willing to give back to get their lives back in order.
Yeah, 50K.
The wild shit.
That was the investment. Here's the thing. That was the investment he made in her. Because guess what? Had she not had that, he'd have been fussing about, well, what was you doing with all the money I was giving you from week to week? Just spending it all? You didn't even put nothing away?
Well, he was still asking the same question because she ain't did nothing with the money while he was struggling.
Because she was waiting to see if the man was going to figure out a way.
No,
this is what I'll say.
That's crazy.
This is what I'll say. It's wild to me. It like that to me. That's a weird situation because one, he was giving her money.
He's giving her money. She did what she was supposed to.
He had to expect that she had some of this money.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? He had to expect. Now maybe he don't know what number to expect, but $1,000 a week for however many years, bruh, it's 52 weeks in a year. We just talked about that. It's 52 weeks in a year. So,
and as a woman, as a multiplier, she had more than that.
Now, before you get to, because you kind of presenting this a little raw. Presenting this a little raw. This is what I'll say.
Y'all can look bad.
The type of man that she had, and the things that he was doing to protect the household, there shouldn't have been any secret.
I agree. And like I said, she was wrong. I did say that. That was wrong. Okay. But do you know the mindset of a woman? It was more than 50. That's my point. She was wrong. When your household falls apart and you're a unit, you're a family, you're your husband and wife, y'all fall apart together, you get back on your feet together.
Well, Chris,
yeah, but you got this money by yourself.
How he lost his job?
Yeah.
He got
hurt
you
at
hold
work. That money when you supposed to hold that.
Yeah, he got hurt at work and he sued and lost.
Yeah, it's like I said, I think that there's a relationship where a woman has those types of fears and needs to protect herself.
That's right.
That's
because
not one of those
we're
relationships.
looking for stability. And when those things happen, we become scared. We become scared of the loss of stability.
No, Chop, say the last part you said again.
There's a type of relationship that requires a woman to protect herself. That wasn't that kind of relationship.
No, because and that's what I was going to say. So 2 weeks ago, I listened to the radio, and them women were saving money because they were in an abusive relationship, and I totally understood that part. But Chrissy, let me ask you this, and I can only ask you for your personal preference, your personal opinion. At what point do you, if you have the money saved, what is the point that you share it? Is it one bill late, about to kick that house, something repo? When do you present the money that you have saved up?
Well, first of all, the money that I might have saved up, it's two totally different spaces. Again, as a woman, as a woman, we got two totally different spaces. I got what is necessary for us to survive, and what is a way for me, as a man should have for him. And I'm going to give y'all a story, a personal story. I was married, and when I told my husband at the time that this is the pot for our bills, this is what needs to go in the pot for our bills, this is what needs to go in the pot for savings. Whatever else you accumulate is yours. Just keep it for yourself. He could not comprehend that. He couldn't comprehend a pot, a savings, and for yourself. There should be three types of places for money in a family. Yes, you can create trust issues. Yes, that creates trust issues, hiding money. But that means that you had some trust issues from jump if you're hiding money. But you should always, if you working, you should always have some money for yourself.
Well, Chrissy, her mama told her that.
And my grandmother told me that. You should always have something for yourself.
Okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having something for yourself.
There's nothing wrong with having something for yourself.
If I gave you all you got for yourself,
you gonna go back to that.
And I'm going broke, and you don't give me some of that back.
Yeah, I think
I agree. I again agree with that. The household, the family, yes, that $50K hiding it until it was necessary to bring it up. You know, I mean, but we don't know all the details. We don't know all the details. We don't know if maybe he was bad with money, and that was why she held on to it.
She didn't say
he was obviously bad with money. He gave her $1,000 a week.
No, that ain't no bad with money. That ain't mad. He knew what he did know, like you said, he knew she was going to do something. He knew that if he gave her $1,000 a week, something was going to be done with it. He wasn't just giving it to her because he gave it to her. He knew something.
He was making $600 a year.
He was putting a savings account and didn't even realize it. So you know, he didn't realize it.
I think the wall that we hitting, Chrissy, is you talking to responsible men that take care.
And that's what I'm saying. We don't know her situation. The reason and why I did my situation the way I did it was because the guy I was married to at the time was no good with money. I could not have a joint account with him. I couldn't share those things with him. So it had to be a pot for him to put the stuff in. Because had I shared an account, he would have tore it up. So you have to separate people that everybody don't know what to do with money. That's just what it is. So I feel like she hid $50K because something else was going on that we didn't hear about on this whole radio. You know, she's not gonna tell all the whole thing. What you say, Block?
I'm not great with money, right? I ain't gonna pretend like I got 50 different accounts of savings. I know how to make money. I know where I need to go at. That I'm good there, right? So cool. But if I'm making $600,000 a year, and I'm giving you $1,000 a week, I don't know how long we if you only got 50 and we only been together a year, all right, maybe cool.
Let me ask this before you finish that thought process. If you making that kind of money a year, where the hell is your savings?
Going into giving you the life you want.
No.
Listen. Think about this now. Think about this. This man is. If you got $600K, imagine what them bills like, right? You giving her $1,000 a week already. You're providing her with a lifestyle that's probably crazy.
Mortgage is probably $4,000. You probably got another couple thousand in vehicles.
Cool.
Shit, so, but he's probably in private school.
But he has money saved. But now he done lost his job, and he's at the point where he's doing ride shares. You was
I'm
making
telling you,
600.
it's something else that we not hearing about that she allowed that to
This
happen.
what you hear. This what you're not hearing. He was making 650,000, and now he's ride sharing and hoping somebody gives him tips. And he has a $650,000 lifestyle that he's been providing.
That's a
must
hard
be
drop.
hard.
That's a hard drop.
Yeah, you.
But
I feel
again, I'm saying it's something that we not hearing about. The reason why she hid that money the way she did.
I was trying to find it before we got on because I wanted to give you. Cause seriously, that's all she said. I wanted to find it, but since it was on the radio, I couldn't YouTube it or TikTok it.
Yeah.
But that's what she said.
the thing of the matter is this: once he lost his job, so if he loses his job, he loses his insurance. If he got hurt, he probably still got medical bills. So that money, like you said, is going fast.
Mm-hmm.
At the point that he is working 2 jobs and ride sharing, you're
That's
not
when the
even
money
seeing.
should have came up. Yeah, the money should
Yeah,
have
you're
came up.
not seeing this man no more. So
No.
whether he breaks down or not, it was your responsibility at the moment that he lost his job to be like, baby, we gonna be all right. Remember that money you was giving me?
I agree.
But those probably happened since Chrissy said that. He probably got unemployment because he got fired because he lost his job. So what unemployment? You get 600,000.
You got a severance package. You ain't getting no unemployment.
He
Yeah,
probably
You get
got
a severance package.
They ran through that.
he didn't get no severance package because he sued him.
Well, yeah, that's true.
That's true. That's true. You got that.
True.
He ain't
But
get
it's
nothing
the
because
fact-
he sued him.
I guess my question, because it ended up being a dope conversation. I almost should have answered from the beginning.
Yeah, I mean,
she
go ahead.
She said her mom told her that, and when he got mad, he left. Well, he left when she told her she had 50,000. So he left her. She said he got in the car and left.
Mm-hmm.
He was mentally broke at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, G-Stat got out. He was mentally broke at that point.
That 6K messed him up, huh? That 600,000 messed him up.
No, when she said she had the 50,000, because he already started working the 2 jobs and shit. She told me he had the 50,000, and then you talking about G-Stat?
Yeah. I'm talking about the salary he was making messed him up.
Yeah.
Messed Block up.
Again.
But she said that's what the money for. So you said your grandma did, but if you got that and you hiding that, and you wait till y'all.
I'm not gonna wait to be destitute because I'm not gonna suffer either.
Yeah,
I would have been said something. But I will continue to say we don't know all the details.
We don't
know all the details, and not to be like super dark with this shit, but you hear about people all the time who are in a similar situation who unalive their family because they don't feel like they can make it. And that was the danger in what she did.
Yeah.
You feel me? Again,
he could have unalived her when she said he had the 50,000.
He would have been wrong for that. But even still, we got to understand, and that's been the conversation. I see a lot of conversations going on about what a man can do for a woman. And, I'm not going to turn it into that conversation.
No, but it's also what can a woman do for that man? Like I said earlier, when a man gives you a house, you make it a home. We are supposed to be able to multiply what a man gives to us. And we're in such a habit and such a space right now with social media is so divisive, where we're not doing anything. We're not making houses into homes. We're not taking 50,000 and making it 100,000. We're not taking the food you bringing home and making a real meal. We're not doing nothing. So it's not, the men ain't. You're not really getting anything that you investing in. I hate to say it.
My brother had posted a video. Well, we did a show a while back. He did it. He posted a TikTok where the dude in the storage.
Yeah.
He had storage. He had the storage laid out. He had his old lady. How much do you think, like mentally, for his old lady to stay in the storage, do you think, like on a scale from 1 to 10, whether it was love, whether it was security, whether it was comfort, whether it was she had nowhere else to go, for her to stay with him in the storage unit?
She loved that man. Fuck that.
That's what I was gonna say. How much
Beyond.
love do you? That's what I was gonna say. So
Yeah.
compared to that, and compared to this lady, and I'm not saying she didn't love her husband, but we always put, and what we said earlier, we put a number on something. A number as in you couldn't afford this house, you couldn't afford this rent, you couldn't afford this weekly stay at this suite or whatever. Her love for him by staying with him, the lady in the store, she could have lied, she could have cheated, she could have been doing whatever. But at that present point, as a man, Chrissy, and you're a woman, but as a man, would you pick that lady, or would you pick the lady that didn't tell you about this 50,000?
I picked the woman in the storage unit. She gonna stick with you regardless of anything. But again, I will continue to say we don't know the backstory. Let me tell you, I was in a relationship with a very wealthy man, and when we were looking at houses, we were thinking about going to the next level. And every house he showed me was $1 million houses, 6, 7, 8 bedrooms. And I said to him, these are homes that I can't afford. If something is to happen to you, I can't afford it. That's not fair to me. I can pay a light bill at minimum in a home like that. Don't do that to me. Oh, don't worry about it. I'll be the one taking care of it. I said, no. We got to make sure that whatever it is that we're getting, we can both maintain it together. If one of us go down, the other one got to come up. And that was my argument with him. The relationship ended. But that was one of the arguments that I had because I didn't want to be put in a situation where something could happen and then I couldn't afford to maintain the lifestyle that we had. Or vice versa. Yeah. So often us as women get into situations that we can't afford on our own, and you know you can't afford it on your own.
Right. They got TV shows about it.
Yeah, that's right. The whole industry is built towards showing women what they can't do on their own, but you got these dudes that's giving you this stuff and you can't even fry an egg. It just makes no sense.
But there's a lot of men that can't afford the same situation that you're talking about because
it is
he
absolutely
needs that woman,
yes,
like you said, to put the money in the pot to pay that bill because he knows he ain't gonna pay that bill. So it goes hand in hand. And
it does.
That's the unity part that we're trying to figure out. What does a man think? What does a woman think? But
we have these problems in our community because I'm telling you, I look around at my 9 to 5 and see 20-something-year-olds getting married every day, buying houses, going on vacations, and having babies that are a different race than us. It's our community has some deep issues that we don't trust each other from jump. See, when these people are getting married in their 20s, we in our 50s thinking about getting married.
I think it's a lot of different dynamics. There are still men out here that, under the guise of that old school shit, that a man is a provider and he should take care of the home, they don't always promote things that are healthy for the family. Ideally, I should be able to take care of everything that we created together. I should be able to take care of you. I should be able to take care of our kids. I should be able to take care of our habitat. All those things.
The provider as the male, right?
But that was back when motherfuckers could build their own house. That was back when you just went out the back door.
I'm gonna give you an example of a friend of mine asked me the other day. We was talking, and he said, "Now, in a relationship, if he's paying all the bills, as a woman, what would you do?" And I said, "Well, if I'm working a full-time job, if you're paying all the bills, I'm putting together for savings. I'm making sure our home is maintained. I'm making sure that we have policies and things in place. My money is not free money." Right. So often women, this is my money, it's for me. No, if he's taking care of everything, then you should be able to take care of everything else.
I mean, it's all about choices. Because I'll buy you off. You feel me? And we can, if I'm approaching a woman, we want to go out. We say we're gonna go out to dinner. I'm gonna let you choose. I'm gonna let you do whatever you want to do, right? Whether, like, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna allow you to do what you want to do to kind of see where your head is at.
Right.
Some of those actions are
Well, let
determining
you know
whether or
what you're
not.
dealing with. There you go.
Look, I bought you out. You wanted to go to such and such and spend such and such.
Man, I'm so sick of seeing these videos with these
I'm good.
girls complaining about where they go out to eat. I went out to, where was it? A couple weeks ago on a date. Just random, someplace to get some tea. It's not that serious. I don't know you. You don't know me. I don't need you spending $150 to feed me. I don't know you.
Right.
What's wrong with people? The videos are just out of control. Oh, he took me to, what was the last one?
$30.
Smash Burgers or something. One of them.
Oh
burger
yeah,
places.
no, that's not the last one. The one that's going around now is, a dude. I sent an IG message to this girl to a woman trying to get her attention. They don't know each other. He trying to build a relationship. So he sent her a message like, "Hey, what's your Cash App? Let me buy you lunch today." And he sent her $30 for lunch.
Okay.
This ratchet.
Oh my gosh. Did she say it was not enough money? Please don't tell me you said it. What the hell was she eating?
She didn't say it wasn't enough. She did a whole video about how it wasn't enough, about how she spends whatever the fuck she spends on lunch every day. I might go get drinks for lunch. Well, where you work at, bitch, because that's irresponsible.
Yeah.
The second thing is,
I wish y'all could see my face when I look at that. Oh gosh.
nah, I mean, I'm a respectable guy, man, but don't make me act out of character because I can do it. I can do it like
don't
everybody
make
else.
no sense, Jay. It don't make no sense. I see these videos and I don't even comment on them anymore because it's like, this is why, and I tell you guys often why I have such a problem dating right now, because this is the nonsense that's being pushed out there. I don't expect for somebody to take me to Ruth Chris. Quite honestly, I don't like Ruth Chris. I've never been, but maybe twice, and I wasn't impressed. Okay, if I'm getting to know you, meet me someplace that's fun. I love different places that are not small, intimate spaces. Someplace to get some coffee, tea, something sweet, some appetizers. Meet me at the bar, whatever, just to get to know you. But these girls literally want to be taken on $200-$300 meals on first dates. Who are you?
You know what? I put it like this.
I don't expect for a man to take me no place I can't take myself.
Well, not only that, if I were to invest into a stock, I'm not going to.
What's your return? There you go.
Not only that, I'm a researcher.
Right.
Even if I Google it for 5 minutes, that's still researching, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I don't know you at all I know is your name. Well, I met you at the club, whether we got set up on a blind date, regardless, I don't know you enough to invest in you.
That's right.
Because my thing is what I see. I didn't say my thing.
Right.
If someone to take you to Ruth Chris, right, what make you different than the other girl who took Ruth Chris?
Right. And I'm using Ruth Chris because everybody uses it.
Yeah, I understand.
Not a fan.
I've never ate. I got one 10 minutes from me, and I never ate there.
Yeah.
Because
it's not that you haven't spent the money.
Yeah,
you spent it Ruth Chris at another place.
Right.
And I just think people aren't investing in the people.
No, they're not. Because most of the time you go out on these dates, you're sitting in silence and you're both looking at your phones. It's just awkward. I mean, I went out on one and I had to pull out the conversation. I was like, this is mind numbing, like nobody knows what to say. Well, because we're so used to being able to text each other, and that's all.
Well, Chris, let me ask you this. Other than opposites attract, you do present yourself if if I just look at your social media, let's say somebody who's young and they just look at your social media, you do hold yourself at a certain level.
Yes.
So does somebody come to you? Do you think the man across from you at the table, assumption is you are at a certain level and you feel more comfortable at a lower level, but they're just assuming you're at an upper level?
I get it all the time. They don't know how to approach me because of what they see. If you start a conversation, that's the first thing. Start a conversation. Let me see if you can, like you said earlier, articulate yourself to have a conversation to go anywhere from there. I went out a couple of months ago and sat at the bar, and I had a conversation with an older gentleman. And you know what he said to me? He said, "You are the nicest woman I met in a long time," and offered to pay for my meal. He said, "Just because you actually sat here and talked to me, I just want to pay for your meal."
But you know what, Chrissy? I'm gonna tell you this straight up. A lot of women think that's a pickup line, and that's straight honesty from a man.
Women are so mean and nasty until
that's what I'm saying.
That's all a man wants. It's a moment of time.
It's an honest conversation or honest starter conversation. But some women think it's a pickup line. We had this lady in Augusta, Atlanta, that smoked cigars.
Mm-hmm.
And she be at bars, and there's men that say stuff to her, and she's just like, what kind of? It's not even a pickup line. They feel more relaxed there and within their element. And a lot of men, whether they're at a bar, at the club, whatever, they have a relaxed element to approach you. It is not always a pickup line. It's just a conversation starter.
But now, don't get it twisted. That gentleman that offered to buy you a meal, he
asked a couple of questions. Right. But I wasn't a oh goodness, well, I'm this, I'm that, I wasn't nasty. And that was his whole thing, that I wasn't mean or nasty or, a little push off.
Not even just that. It's like this. A man worth his salt, right?
Mm-hmm.
He'll buy drinks, he'll foot the bill for something. Like I said, I'll buy you off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Depending on your reaction, how you accept whatever I offer, the next time I see you, I have more to take.
Right.
You feel me? And it's not that whatever I did meant anything, but we now have a rapport.
Right.
People don't build rapport no more. You know what I'm saying? People are so surface. And it's on both sides.
It is.
Men.
But I will say to women that are listening to be more gentle with men, especially our men. We're so hard now that I have a friend now that, I talk to, and he often says that it's good to just talk to a woman, a soft woman that's not always turned up 100, ready to toss it up. Just to talk to a woman, because
I want to be in my soft girl era. It's not you. You don't have to. That's not a switch.
Right.
Your soft girl era, soft woman era. It has nothing to do with. It shouldn't have anything to do with a man. When I see women, because I see too many women that are women on a daily basis. I work with them. They nice. They say, "Excuse me." They hold the door. If I hold the door, they say, "Thank you." You saying that you want to be in your soft girl era is bullshit to me. And it's a red flag. Because you are who you are. You don't change because the circumstances change. I'm me every day. Good, bad, indifferent. The people that know me, that have known me
there must be some hard women out here, because I get it all the time, how I'm just softer than what men are seeing out here. And that's sad.
You're giving credit to the men. I'm going to also say that sometimes it's the men's fault, because they have no vernacular, they have no game, they have no swag, whatever you want to call it. They lead with money. and
They can't articulate.
they cannot
Word
articulate.
of the day.
Can I? Well, I don't read, but I got the words.
And
That's
it
it.
creates the beast of a woman who thinks that they need to get something for nothing.
Right. It does.
What's crazy, like, because we're so wrapped up in social media on every level. I hate when I see a female with a masculine energy that is a female. I'm not talking about in the alphabet community. I'm just talking about.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
With a masculine, even if we're hanging out, even if whether you're on a couples trip, all girls trip, family reunion, I hate when I see a masculine energy from a female, and you're not angry.
Y'all excuse me for a second.
Like, why is your masculine energy your everyday energy?
That's too much. That's too much work.
That's what I'm saying. You can be at a family reunion and you got masculine energy. You can be at your kid's school. You got masculine energy. You can be at...
Because that is a lack of... That's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother night. I have to get with y'all on that because it just all goes back to just everything that we have failure within our community. It really is.
You know, we always talk about in the community about the black father teaching his son how to do this. I feel, in my opinion, we don't talk about the black woman teaching the daughter. It's always the reaction of the black son. You see what I'm saying? When you don't talk about the daughter,
you don't talk about the fact that there's no. There you go. My daughter saw me the other day sewing using a needle and thread, and who taught you how to do that? And I said, Granny taught me how to do this. And she said, can you teach me? And I said, yes, I will teach you because you should know how to do this.
The fact that a man can say, can you sew this up for me? That is a lot of respect and power into asking that.
Right.
And I'm saying that, and I'm not, once again, I'm not speaking for every man, but for the men that I kick it with, there's a lot of respect in certain qualities like that.
Yeah, ain't no women in there that's 41 years old that's sewing no buttons on or putting a hem in a pair of pants. No, that's a trade that my grandmother taught me.
They can't even make real mac and cheese. Mac and cheese. I'm tired. What I'm saying, I love it. I love the mac and cheese with the roux, but original mac and cheese don't come with no roux.
Oh my gosh! No.
Think about that. No. The original mac and cheese do not come with a sauce.
Now you being bougie, because the fact that she even in the kitchen heating up a pot is a win.
No, what I'm saying is, I love the mac and cheese. I love the creamy mac and cheese with the sauce. I love it.
He want the government cheese that we used to get back in the day, sliced blocked. Okay, that's what he looking for.
My homeboy old lady make that cheese, and my brother tell you, my homeboy old lady make that cheese, that mac and cheese.
It'd be real.
But I'm just saying, I'm just using that as a metaphor.
Right. These things that are non-existent. These,
those things. The correct grocery shopping.
Right.
Buy the fruits and vegetables.
That's right.
And don't always.
I had to laugh. I had to laugh at myself because I was in the store the other day and I had a list, and I said, now, who do you want? Who do you see with a list anymore in their hand? Like, I got to be old if I'm walking around with paper and I wrote it down what I did. I mean, I normally put it in my phone, but I wrote it down and I was like, you know what? Xing stuff off because that's just something I was taught to do.
I mean, in a real way, it's like one of the things that I heard is women are taught from the beginning to expect certain things from a man. Mm-hmm. And nobody tells men what to expect from a woman. I have a mother My mother is awesome. She's the best mom ever.
Mm-hmm.
She never had a conversation with me about what I should expect from a woman.
Mm.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
She had a conversation what you expect from people, but not just a woman.
Yeah. I mean, and that it ties in because again, we're
I guess that
not
depends on your household and things you come from. I have a predominantly male family, so it was always a conversation of what a woman should know how to do for you. At least within my family is what I'm saying. It was always, you get with a woman, she should know how to do this. She should know how to do that. Those type of conversations went on.
Yeah. We had said I don't agree. I'm raising 2 daughters, raising a niece and a stepdaughter, and they are under constant instruction. The generalization going on is crazy. What demographic are y'all referring to? It's many people in that demographic. That's why I said people. I'm not saying all. I'm not saying every. I'm saying there's many people that we're talking about. And sorry, Eric, because I had no idea when you said that. I know when you said it, but part of the conversation.
It's like this though. We're not talking. Nobody here is bashing any one or the other. We're talking about differences and we're talking about circumstances.
Right.
Nobody is saying that there are not good women out there. Nobody's saying that there are not good men out there. We're talking about what we see. You know what I'm saying? And
opinionated experiences.
Absolutely. And we have all experienced the other. Even if you disagree, you have experienced the dude with no swag that lead with money or how big his dick is or whatever the case may be. You feel me? It's not a generalization because we haven't said anything specific. We haven't said Sally Jesse from Oklahoma ain't shit because, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We just having a conversation, a generalized conversation. Good people, mature people, reasonable thinking people, they know what they're looking for and they know how to find what they're looking for. That don't mean they don't run across dirt bags and scallywags.
Hello. That weren't taught anything. Regardless of what generation they come from, they might not have been taught those things. It's some people that are from the generation before mine that are just as bad as the generation that I'm in. It's how you were taught.
Yeah, I guess that's the thing. What's being taught? Like everybody's preaching about this, and this, but what's being taught? I can say I'm teaching my daughter
nothing.
That's what I'm saying. Like I can tell my daughter, don't do this, and this. And teach is one of those words that's being over. Teaching is powerful as it used to be.
Right.
Is it the teaching that's not as powerful, or the
word? The word teach isn't as powerful.
Yeah.
Dudes be like, I'm teaching my son not to do this, not to accept that. Bruh, no.
How?
There's women. I'm teaching my daughter she got to get this money. She can't do. No. That's not. I mean, it is teaching, but that's not for.
That is surviving. That is surviving.
Exactly.
That's not living. We're not teaching people how to live. We're teaching them how to survive.
Yeah, I think in my opinion, and the whole show, our whole platform is opinions anyway. Sometimes we got to sit back and reset. It's that simple. Sometimes you just got to sit back and reset. We're always in go mode. Our generation right now, what we're in right now is microwave. Everybody's moving fast, whether it's going to work, and like my brother said, is it really 24 hours a day? Is it really 365 days? Is it, like we're just
going on the hamster wheel. We just doing what we took. That's right.
Our grandfather back in the day, he used to walk. Grandfather in a full suit used to walk so far and so long, but we'd be like, I just gotta get to the store. I walk. No, hey, granddad, that's gonna take about 4-5 hours to get there, but we just move so fast. But sometimes we got to reset. You know, some people said about COVID, the benefit of COVID was just reset.
Right.
But I think we need to reset every so often. We don't need to wait for
Yeah,
something like
we
COVID to
running right
reset.
back into that whole nonsense of just nonstop all the time.
And I think that's what is, especially with the Cat Williams, everybody like Shannon Sharp blowing up. I understand it. If you look at Shannon's views, everybody's looking for the Cat Williams interview within every Shannon Sharp interview.
Yeah.
Toxicity.
Yeah, and you can look.
We thrive off of it. If it's drama filled and all of that, I always say that if I put up a post about some nonsense, I get every person on my site liking it. If I post something about whatever product I have, then you get about maybe 10 likes and a couple of this and that. It has to be toxic in order for people to react, and that's a dangerous space to be in.
I just think we need to sit back and reset. Even with the lady with the 50,000, while we close out, the lady with the 50,000, sit back and reset. I just feel like we need to sit back and reset. We react so much that, and I know sometimes I'm one of the people say, bro, you don't care what come out your mouth. I need to sit back and reset or just reevaluate the situation. Mm-hmm. A lot of times people don't do that shit.
Mm-hmm. Right.
We have to have more conversations like this. We need more opinions. People that agree,
I'm always
that
willing to come back. Next time I'm able to show my face.
Absolutely, and we can't wait to do that. It's something we don't, because we're having an adult conversation. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't come up very often, but we definitely need to get more people on in this space. Because I know a lot of like-minded individuals. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of responsible men. I know a lot of responsible women that are having a hard time in this dating space trying to find a significant other.
Yes.
And I don't think it's no rocket science to what it is. I think people want too much. I think people invest too much too quickly.
Yeah. And people are scared. They're scared too.
And they hold things back that they don't have to hold back. Mm-hmm. It's all right for you to be scared, but voice that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Fight or flight.
That's it.
This has been super, super dope. I didn't think it was going to be all of this, but we appreciate you joining us, Chrissy. Y'all check out Fryday. My brother had the website going down at the bottom. You can get her product via the internet for orders and things like that.
Keep talking. I'm about to post it. Keep talking.
Oh, yeah. So if you got an event coming up or something like that and you want to try something new, something that will drive a conversation, that's exactly what the name of the wine is talking about.
That's right.
So y'all check out.
And just know that we're not just wine. We have expanded. We have expanded to active wear as well. Active lounge wear for men and women. And that is PolariLife.com.
Okay. Talk.
Check us out. Keep doing what y'all doing. I'm always here for you. Great brothers. Got a great conversation. We need more conversations like this that are bringing attention to the issues that we're facing and not just out here talking about the issues. So often there's podcasts out here that will take the issues that you discussed tonight and will trash it and will say, well, this is the problem, and have no solutions. So I appreciate you guys for just having a platform like this to come on.
Indeed. Carolina, what you got to say for the people?
See, she ain't even sick no more. Her voice done went up several times. She done got rowdy several times. Damn, G-Stat and Law Dow's G-Stat said, man, fuck that. That fitted cheese.
She had all that goddamn money and she ain't give it to that brother. That man done had a whole breakdown. He ain't giving no.
He said, man, forget her.
Hey.
That's all right, Block. We good.
Hey, he was like, man, fuck this conversation. No, this was a dope conversation. You know, me and my brother had a guest, and the guest canceled a couple hours before we went live. We still went live. and it ended up being a dope conversation.
That's how it happens.
Yeah, I actually think I should have asked the question. If you go back and watch the episode again, I said I got a question to ask, and I'm gonna wait till the end. And then when you tapped in, Chris, I was like, perfect, a female
There it is. Tag. There you go.
Perfect. But make sure y'all once again, Chris, I'll be fucking the name out. I ain't gonna say I don't care, but shit, if I can't get the bitch out, I can't get the bitch out. But Polare,
there you go.
Polare,
you got it.
I'm always sharing her wine, her posts and all that. Check out her wine. Her wine is very, very good. If you go back on our history, look at her very first episode on the show. I think I killed the whole bottle.
Yeah, you did.
and I'm not a wine drinker. I think I killed the whole bottle.
Networking
is superpower. Appreciate the people that appreciate you. Everybody's not going to appreciate you the same way. Your family, your friends, your coworkers, everybody, those relationships, you're not always going to get what you want out of it 24 hours a day. But that don't mean they don't love you. That don't mean they don't support you. Please, please, please have empathy for people and understand people, because your time ain't gonna be their time and their time ain't gonna be your time. Whatever it is. We'll be back. Once again, Hump Day Happy Hour, tap in every Wednesday.
For sure. Again, these are the conversations that we need to drive in our community, man. That's what we try to do, is highlight conversations that need to be had. Again, we always laughing, we always joking. Some of that shit might be off color, but generally speaking, not primarily speaking, we bring you things that we feel are important to people that look like us in a space and time where we don't always get that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be long and drawn out. This was super dope. I love everybody. Love the people who love you back. Y'all be safe until the next time. We gone. Y'all be easy.